quickly address that. The building of Iran's Assembly of Experts in Qom, south of Tehran, has been destroyed in an airstrike as its 88 members were convening to select a new supreme leader. So big news coming in from Iran this hour. This is the building. I think these visuals are that building, if I'm not mistaken. This was the building where Iran's Assembly of Experts was meeting. 88 members were convening to select a new supreme leader. Remember, post the neutralization of Al-Khamenei, and now that building has been destroyed in an airstrike. Remains to be seen as to what the status of the members is currently, whether any of them have been killed, whether they've been injured or critically so in this assault or not. But that building has been destroyed. Big news coming in. Ravi Karkara. The conflict continues, and now we're learning that the the Assembly of Experts was meeting to elect a new Supreme Council leader, a new Supreme Leader, beg your pardon. Iran has been determined. They have been saying that they're not going to back down. They're going to continue this line of succession of the Islamic Revolution. The members had convened, and now the building where they were meeting has been struck.
So absolutely, Vineet. I think that's news been going around for about an hour now. I think what is not clear, as you said, if they were in the building or not. Some people are speculating that all 88 of them are dead, but it's not confirmed. It's unconfirmed. I think you have to look at the way Israel has always targeted. It has another level of intelligence. We know that for sure. So I think that intelligence and infiltration continues into the IRGC, and they will try to bring as much information and do a very targeted attack. They did that earlier also. You saw that in Gaza. I think that has been something which has been, I would say, Israel's biggest asset in terms of the intelligence, that are very targeted without really going into civilian life. So if this happens, they will continue to really look at bringing down the tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4 of any form of leadership, because they will give a very clear signal that we will not let you really mushroom up. I think it's very, very clear there. I think the situations definitely become grim, but we see very clearly, I don't know if you saw about an hour ago, Saudi Arabia has agreed to go on to and join the America with full force. I think that's going to be, tonight is going to be very important, maybe an important, I don't want to call it a milestone, but definitely an important moment in this war to really see if Saudis are really coming in. I think there are also the points which at least I've been part of some spaces on X, where there is a talk about with some colonels that there is a very serious concentration on boots on the ground. But the biggest problem is, you asked a question to Ambassador Pradeep that, what is the objective? For me, it's been very clear. The objective for Trump has been that he wanted to divert everybody from the Epstein files. He wanted to make sure that he goes up in terms of his rating, and that is it's the midterm, which is for him internally a very, very important point. The way Israel has worked out is very clear. Israel has, since October 7th, has been very clear on bringing down Iran. And I go back to my October 10th, 2023 tweet, where I said the first thing really for these attacks is they have to address Iran. And that's what it is now. So you really see now Trump is using this opportunity to really drum in his supporters. And now he's in this kind of a very big frenzy. He doesn't know. He's stuck in almost like a Chakraview, because now he's in and not out. And the fact that everybody else has been impacted and all these devastation blows that have been coming hour after hour has pulled the GCC into this particular war. We've seen the U-turn which is happening in EU right now. I'm sure you've you read that too, that of course the gas prices went up, but EU is now pleading to Ukraine to open up the gas pipeline. I'm sure you've read that. And Ukraine is making all these different tantrums and negotiations, saying that, we will do it or not do it. They're putting some conditions in place right now. So for us, at this point, for me, I've always maintained in the last 4 days, Saudi is going to be a very critical player, because there'll be lots of things happening beyond. And he's also made it very clear there's no scope for any negotiation. And all these points that he made a statement, I think in the morning, last night, was really about saying that they're pleading for negotiations. They're not. They've also very clear that they don't want to get into talks, because it's really, as Shruti very correctly described, it's the 31 units. and all are going basically hit everything you see that moves. And that is not going well. And then the piece which I think people are not picking up is the role of Pakistan. I think that is very important to understand. Pakistan is sitting and the very much playing the game on both sides. And I won't be surprised at some point Iran will wake up and say, well, you are using the base there. We will start attacking Pakistan. And that's probably the last thing Pakistan needs right now. It's already been under a lot of attack from Afghanistan. So the
Okay.
time of Afghanistan war is not a coincidence, Vineet. Thank you.